Starting. Hey, everybody, and welcome to Critically Awesome. My name is Trent.
And I'm Garrett.
And we have an awesome show lined up for you guys today. We've got a couple guests, as you can see. Their names are lined up from right, I guess, to left. Tabby's on her way. She's looking for pizza. Pizza's on its way, which is always important.
What?
But over here, we've got Tabby.
Hello.
And we've got Mandy.
Hi.
Sorry about the lag, guys. It's bad, I know. And then we've got my mother, Trish.
The most critically awesome mama here.
Oh, boy, this is some bad lag, guys. I am so sorry. All right, well, anyways, and on the next page we've got, or actually, we don't really have anybody else, so this is really bad lag. But we are going to work on that, guys, I promise. So, anyways, Garrett, go ahead and start us off with your weekly update.
All right, well, guys, actually, movie-wise, today I watched Cloverfield because tomorrow me and a couple of friends are going to watch 10 Cloverfield Lane. So I kind of wanted to brush up on a little bit of that, and because I haven't seen Cloverfield in quite a while since it pretty much came out, and that was like one of probably the first few movies that T.J. Miller was in. So it was interesting to see him in like his beginnings of the movie. And actually, surprisingly, you saw the monster more than I thought you actually did within that movie. So it was a good movie, though. Not that very long of a movie. I thought it was a lot longer than that. Then TV-wise, I finished up Daredevil Season 1. Me and Savannah, we finished up that either yesterday or the day before. So we're getting ready for Season 2, guys, which comes out next week. I watched Rurouni Kenshin, which is an anime show. It's actually a pretty good anime show. I watched it when I was younger. I haven't watched it since, but it's a good one. It's different from other animes, I think. You pretty much follow this ex-assassin, essentially. He no longer wants to be known for that, and so he's trying to protect people instead of kill them. It's a really good show. If you haven't checked it out, it's on Netflix, though, and they have some newer episodes, apparently, which I just started. So, but it's a really good show. Definitely check it out. Also, I was watching The Batman, which Trent, have you seen? I don't know if you've ever seen this cartoon. It's The Batman. It's on Netflix, actually. I started watching it a little bit, but it's pretty good, actually. I like it a lot. I'm just starting to get into it.
For it, but I haven't yet to watch it. So.
Yeah, it's different. It's definitely a pretty good. I think it's a really good cartoon version of Batman. It's a lot more. He's more like what's it called? Like gadget based Batman instead of like fighting Batman like we know him in the movies. Also, me and my girlfriend, we've started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. I haven't seen that show in a while, but it's on Amazon Prime, and I don't know. Apparently, I was in a really big like cartoon kick this past week, because it's definitely I enjoy a lot. I enjoyed it when I was younger, so it's a good flashback to go back to. Also, I watched the Legends of Tomorrow. I'm not up to date on the newest one because I just watched the one before that one today. It's still a pretty good show, guys, so if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. Also, I finished off the Daredevil, the Ultimate Collection, Book 1. It was awesome. Also, though, it was really interesting because Ben Urich, which you know him in the TV series, he actually works for the Daily Bugle, which is the paper that Spider-Man works for as well, which is really cool because then at the very the end part of this comic book, you see Iron Fist, you see Luke Cage, you see Jessica Jones, you also see Spider-Man makes an appearance to it as well, and it was really awesome, and I went and bought the second book to it, which is even more awesome. And also I kind of or the ones prior, because in this first book here, that only goes from 16 to like 30 something. So I wanted to get the kind of story before that one. So I can't wait. I can't wait to read those ones as well. Also, I was noticing in the Daredevil series on Netflix is that like his costume doesn't really look like what it is in the comic books. It's more of like a Captain America suit, where it's more like armor instead of a not rubber suit, but like a suit that you just put over it. Just to see if they'll in the new season if they'll put like the DD on his chest like he does like he has in the comic books. So that's my weekly update for this week. Trenton, would you like to go?
The main thing that I've really been watching this past week is Daredevil. Or not Daredevil, Arrow and Flash. And I ended up spoiling some stuff in season 3 of Arrow for myself, which really made me sad because I was watching bits and pieces of the Flash. So I stopped watching Flash exactly where I was at and I'm going to continue watching Arrow season 3. After I get done with Arrow season 3, I can finally finish Flash season 1. And that's basically it, guys. I've been working like crazy the past week. Mom, have you watched anything this week?
Not really. I've been working like crazy myself too, but trying to get myself up here to come to Nebraska and visit my sister.
Do you have any kind of movies that you would like to talk about, maybe that you are excited for? Or we'll get to that later. Tabby, have you watched anything really this week? I'm going to take that as a no. We're missing Mandy, so I guess that's going to be our weekly updates. We're going to go ahead and move on over to our shout-outs. We didn't really do our shout-outs. So I've got a few of them. I've got the boys who are upstairs watching this. I know they are. Thank you for watching the kids and making sure that we have a quiet environment. We thank you guys so much, Keaton and Tristan and Bubby. And you have any shout-outs?
I do. I have some awesome shout-outs. I have a friend, Melissa Collins. She lives up in Washington State. She's been my best friend for about, I don't know. Can't count them on my fingers and toes. That's a long time. I also have another one out to Dana, who is also watching. So, hi, guys. I made it. Just wait. I got some stuff on this one too later.
Oh boy, this lag is terrible.
It's all right. We'll deal with it.
Well, I've gotten a better idea. We're going to be testing out here in a little bit. That's going to be not as cool because we're not going to use our camera and we're not going to have all this flashy stuff up here.
Hey, we also got another person here today too that isn't part over here, but my mom is here today too.
For sure.
Kids call her Nana. I call her Mom, but here's a shout out to you too.
That's right. We usually try to shout out to Nana. Sometimes it just slips my mind, and tonight has been very stressful. As you can tell, guys, we don't have our tech guy with us, so Igor's not here with us tonight, and so we're not going to have our trailer breakdowns, and we didn't have our opening like normal. So I'm really sorry about that, guys. I know that's something that I always look forward to seeing every week because it's so awesome. Cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's critically awesome, guys. But anyways, Garrett, I'm going to have you jump over if you have any shout outs.
Hey, I got one more thing here.
One more thing.
My friend Melissa shouted out back to me. She texted me in a little thing and said, 25 years. I'm sorry, Melissa, 25 years. It's been awesome.
All right. Mandy, do you have any shout outs? Because you're still in this. Your name is still up here.
You have anybody you want to shout out to?
Here.
Get on over here and shout it out.
Right here.
Come over here where your name's at.
There's Mandy. Ah! The lag. I'm sorry, guys. The lag is terrible. All right, Mandy, do you have any shout-outs?
It's terrible.
I just want to shout out to you. Can I shout out to you? Hi, Trent!
I don't know if that word. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be like.
Do you have anybody who might be watching that would want to shout out?
I heard it.
No. Tabby, anybody that you want to say hi to?
Well, I don't know if anybody
right now who's actually watching it. If Melissa's watching it, hey Melissa, how's it
Hey,
going?
Melissa, that's right.
And I don't know who else of our friends together do you have watching it? So is Jennifer watching it? Shout out to Jennifer. And
It's possible she's watching. I don't know.
you know what? Just shout out to anybody out there who is watching this. You know, we just greatly appreciate it.
And thank you for letting us use your house to do this awesome
For sure.
pod.
For
Yes.
sure.
Yes. Anytime.
All right, cool. Okay, guys. Hey, we're up to 6 viewers. Awesome.
Woo! That's more than we have in the last couple of weeks.
That's right. Yeah.
We'll have lots
All
more.
right.
It's such a ladies' man. It's all family.
Goodbye, gravity. Who's that?
That is Rod.
Rod. Yeah.
That's
These
his
ladies
band.
here are all family, Rod. And I called you Rod this time and not Rob. All right. There's points there.
That
I
is
call him Rob all
feeding
the
itself,
time.
to be honest.
But
Trent's bad with names.
I'm terrible with names. So, guys, in order to fix this lag, we're going to have to get rid of the awesomeness up here. And so just bear with me. So while Garrett is going to start on
man.
the
Gonna list my name?
weekly news.
How am I supposed to remember who I am?
We'll figure it out.
Guys.
Trish, you don't.
Well, we're going to go to
All right,
the
weekly
news. Weekly news, guys.
News.
First off, we're gonna start off with Zootopia. It actually broke records the opening weekend. Supposedly it broke an animation record for 73.7 million in debut, and then globally the movie total was $232.5 million, guys. This definitely breaks a lot of records for animation itself. I think it was pretty close to even rivaling Frozen, which was a really big hit a couple of years ago. So it was definitely a very. I've not seen it yet. I don't know if Trent's seen it at all or anything like that. But it was I would like to see it. It looks like a really good movie. Pretty cute movie as well. Next up, we're gonna go to Daisy Ridley. That's actually, if you guys don't know that, Ridley. My bad. I can't speak at this moment. Hey, shut up! I'm trying to talk here, Trenton. Anyways, Daisy Ridley is rumored to possibly be up for Tomb Raider, the reboot of Tomb Raider. Which I think
it's Ridley, son. Ridley.
Is everyone correct me?
Get it together.
Okay, fine. How about you do the news then, Trenton? Okay. You do this one.
We're back to you now, Garrett.
No, it's back to you.
It's Ridley, Garrett. You got it. Now go, boy.
No. Anyways, okay, so she is actually rumored to be possibly a pick for the reboot of Tomb Raider, which is going to be awesome. Which, if you guys don't know who she is, she was Rey. Rey in Star Wars, in the new Star Wars, and she did an amazing job in Star Wars, I thought, and she's definitely one of my, I guess, crushes. I guess celebrity crushes. I don't know about you, Trenton, but. I can't wait for it though, because she does become Tomb Raider. I think she'll make a really good Tomb Raider, like a younger Tomb Raider, not like the Lara Croft Tomb Raider where it's a little older. But I think she'll make a really good younger one though. At that. What do you have any inputs there, Trent?
Not at the moment.
Why not?
Can you hear us right now?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Oh, not anymore. Sorry, guys, we're having a little technical difficulty. Anyways, to continue with the news, just a reminder, guys, like I said earlier in my weekly updates, Daredevil Season 2 comes out next week on the 18th. Get ready for that. It's going to be a lot of binge watching, guys. Definitely for me and my girlfriend. So I can't wait to see what they come up with the Punisher coming into the mix with Daredevil and Elektra as well. So I definitely absolutely love this TV show. It definitely got me into Daredevil. That's why actually I started reading these comic books as well with Daredevil. He's probably one of my favorite comic book characters. Next, Guardians of the Galaxy. It's been rumored. There's been a couple of rumors with Guardians of the Galaxy itself. Sorry, guys. I don't know my phone's on. Anyways.
A couple of the other rumors on Guardians of the Galaxy is Sylvester. It's actually not a rumor; it's confirmed. Sylvester Stallone's going to be in it, and he is going to be playing one of Yondu's bandits.
Yeah, I've also read there's a rumor. I mean, not a rumor he's not going to be on there, but the rumor of what he's going to be in it, and really, it's either Yondu's or. I also read that he's going to be like maybe a police officer in some sort. But also there's rumor that there's actually going to be Howard the Duck on there. Like in the post-credit scenes, as you saw, there was Howard the Duck. So they're talking about maybe putting him in a scene. And Sylvester Stallone maybe actually be sharing a scene with Howard the Duck. So it's going to be real interesting, I think. I can't wait for Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Volume 2, my bad.
And what's going to happen is it's already actually been confirmed by Disney or James Gunn, I think is who it is, and they are going to have Sylvester Stallone as Yondu, one of Yondu's bandits. I know that I remember reading it earlier today. So yeah, guys, we are still working on this technical stuff. It's still lagging, and I am sorry. I figured this was going to help. Apparently, it's not. It's just as bad. So we'll figure something out. All right, we're going to continue on. Daredevil season 2.
So now the next one, like Trent's saying, was the debut of Spider-Man, guys. The new Spider-Man concept for this in the Civil War trailer. Yeah,
the Spider-Man concept is. I actually, honestly, really like it. I am really stoked for Spider-Man to come in. I'm a little disappointed in the fact that they already showed it, but I'm also happy that they did, because in order to get the people who are not actual followers of comic books, like this lady right here and the lady who's about to come in with some pizza, or actually, no, never mind. They don't really watch comic book movies as much as Garrett and I do. And so seeing Spider-Man in there saying, oh my gosh, what's Spider-Man doing in there? That was actually the reaction of Mandy, who was sitting next to me, but she ran away. That was her reaction. What's Spider-Man doing in there?
Like Spider-Man's in there? He was in the last Avengers.
I do watch those movies. I was just surprised to see Spider-Man, because in Avengers he wasn't in there. Maybe I'll apologize if I haven't gone completely into the comic book world, but I will say that I love those movies and I do watch them. And it was just a surprise for me.
I think we angered her.
Careful. She might turn green on us.
She might hulk out, guys. But yeah, so anyways, but for people who don't watch comic book movies or don't follow them and, as closely and stuff, that was a big surprise, and that's going to sell those tickets to those people. So that's kind of like, yeah, that's awesome. But also for the people who wanted to keep it a surprise, kind of make it the, what was that? Garrett, help me on some surprises.
I can't read. What do you mean surprises?
Well, they did ruin Jurassic World for us with showing the dinosaur in there.
Oh, I see.
You mean like how Han Solo died in Star Wars?
Well, we all kind of figured that. Spoilers if you haven't seen Star Wars yet.
No, there is no spoilers. It's been several months. If you haven't seen it, guys, I'm sorry. You could just go jump off a cliff.
That floored me when they killed Han Solo. That's all I gotta say.
No,
Mama almost cried.
Han Solo killed himself.
You don't kill Han Solo.
Han Solo killed himself.
I know it's
I
wrong.
haven't seen it.
Nana hasn't seen it. You spoiled it for Nana.
I haven't
Good
seen
job,
it
Garrett.
either, Trish. Thanks a
Mandy
lot.
hasn't seen it. Good job, Garrett.
Thanks a
Look
lot.
what you did.
Although I
Did you
did see Deadpool. What up?
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Oh, God.
Go ahead. I've been waiting for you, girl. There's a spot waiting. Anyways, all right. So, Spider-Man. That's what we're
Ooh,
talking
what was
about.
that?
What?
That was baby. That was baby.
That was Prager's getting back in here.
And
by
speaking
the
of which, she's pregnant.
Yeah, Garrett, she's pregnant.
I just ate a jelly donut and exploded in my belly, and I just didn't know what to do.
This would be so
That
much better if it
escalated
wasn't
quickly.
lagging. Let's see.
Oh my
Anyway.
gosh! You know what I could do?
Just tell them.
Trailer
Just tell us.
down a bit later,
I have
guys.
to-
But the debut of Spider-Man was it hooked me even more for this movie. I know probably for Trent as well. So it was definitely an
We got
awesome
rid of the lag.
feeling when you saw Spider-Man again. Because I know Spider-Man, he's one of my other favorite comic superheroes as well.
Okay, but yeah, back to Spider-Man. Look, guys, we got rid of the lag. Yeah, smart me. Anyways, but whenever you hear Spider-Man's eyes like go small, whenever you see that part of the trailer, that was really cool because it's a big nod to the comic books. He's got like in the comic books, Spider-Man has a camera on his belt. And so there's a theory out there that Spider-Man's lenses on his eyes are actually cameras, and that he's taking pictures of Captain America at that time, or he's like zooming in on Captain America and it's like, spider vision or something like that. I don't know.
But I mean, also it's been like saying that even though Peter Parker is an intelligent kid, I mean he rivals like Reed Richards as intelligence. I mean, but it's hard to tell if he made those himself or if Tony actually helped him make those. Since he's on Tony's team, apparently that's what it looks like. Apparently,
Yes, I know. I have to watch.
so it's definitely going to be a really good movie, especially with Spider-Man in the mix with it. And so I can't wait for it, to be honest.
I am stoked for it. How about you girls? Are you girls excited for Captain America Civil War?
I actually am. Yes.
All right, Mom.
Yes, very,
Tabby?
very much so.
Absolutely.
All right, awesome, cool. So,
Give us a little more enthusiasm there,
So,
baby.
all right, so this is what we like to do on Critically Awesome. Since you girls are new to the podcast, we like to.
He likes to be surrounded by women, by the way.
Well, what guy doesn't?
I mean, I've got
technically
two girls
is surrounded by
at home
women
and my
his
wife.
house.
That's
So-
true.
He's actually related to.
Anyways,
all those.
That is sad.
what we like to do is we like to grade our movies on how we think they're going to be. So, Captain America: Civil War. What kind of grade do you think it's going to be on an A to F scale?
What I think it's going to
Yeah.
be.
What do you think it's going to
Well,
be?
I think it's going to. How awesome I think it's going to
Yeah.
be.
How awesome.
Oh, you want it now? Oh, it's
Yeah.
about a 7.
A 7. Well, on a grade scale from A.
A to B,
to
C,
F.
and D.
Yeah. A, B, C, D, E, F.
Oh, at least a B.
E.
A B?
What
You
do
think
you
a B?
A B.
You never got an E, Garrett? That's how bad I did in school. I got E's.
Oh no, these were D minuses, barely passing.
Anyways, all right. So you're saying a B. Why do you give it a B?
Because I don't really know a whole lot of what's going on about it, but I'm looking extremely forward to seeing it.
Well, let's just say that the Russo brothers and everybody in the entire cast has said that you need to bring tissues and hydrate before you come into the theaters because you're going to be bawling your eyes out.
Because there's going to be some.
There's going to be a death.
Yes.
That possibly. We don't know who it is. Rumors are it's Captain America. Spoilers. Possible spoilers.
Well, like we've talked about too, Trent, before. I mean, it's in the comic books. He does die in the Civil War comic books. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with it. If they kill him off now, or they wait maybe till the second Civil War. So it's gonna be interesting to see who they're gonna have dying. I know
We're going to
Brody.
leave this hanging, Garrett. That's what they're going to do.
all right, Mandy.
Probably.
What kind of grade do you give it?
You know, I'm kind of on Trish's level here. I think it's going to be like a B plus, honestly. I really like Captain America. I really liked the movies that they did with him. But I'm interested to see if they're really going to push their limits on it, I guess.
There's going to be a lot of superheroes on there. There's going to be a lot of really cool animation, a lot of cool CG shots, a lot of cool practical effects. There's going to be a lot of things that are that you haven't seen in a lot of the Avengers movies or any of the Marvel Cinematic
You think
Universe.
it'll be overkill?
I don't think it's going to be overkill.
You don't think so?
I'm giving it an A. I'm giving it an A+. I'm saying that because I know every Marvel movie has gotten better and better. Well, almost every Marvel movie has gotten better and
yeah.
better.
I'll give you almost.
With the exception
Which one
of
hasn't?
Yeah, which one hasn't? I want to hear which one you think.
Well, I loved the Avengers movie. I think it was great, but I do think that some of their animation that they made could have been a little bit more lifelike or realistic. I think some of that you could just tell it was really, I don't know, animated.
Computer animated.
Yeah, it was just a lot of
Calling BS.
Yeah, a little bit. And like it was a really good movie. I really liked that movie, but I don't know.
Tristan gives it an A++++. Teddy, what do you give it?
Well, I don't like tearjerkers. I don't like the Kleenex end of things. So I would give it more of a B-.
Okay, all right.
Because I would prefer more something on the joyful
Action.
side of things, more of the action side.
You're going to get a
things.
ton of it.
Yeah, that's why it's still at the B- level instead of like a high C+ because of that. But I prefer not to see movies that make you cry.
Okay, that's good. That's good analysis. All right, Garrett, we're going to switch it over to you. What do you say?
Well, I think, especially with the whole Spider-Man coming into the scene, 'cause, like I said, Spider-Man's one of my favorite other superheroes, especially from the last Spider-Man. Really got me into. I mean, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man was good. It was decent, but I think the last one was. I definitely hit really good with that. I give it definitely an A. And the reason why I say just an A itself or an A-, because there's always room for improvement, and they may surprise us with even more, even when the movie comes out itself. So I'm hoping maybe there's a lot more to this movie than what they're just showing on the trailers.
That is really good analysis there, Garrett.
Yeah.
You guys already heard my end of it. I'm giving it an A+. I have full faith in the Russo brothers. Clearly, Marvel and Disney does too, because they're already directing the Avengers Infinity Wars Part 1 and 2. They are going to be having huge
That's with Thanos, right?
That's with Thanos. That's the battle with Thanos. And I'm trying to figure out if they're going to be putting, if Thanos is going to have any kind of like realm in this movie at all, because he needs to start collecting these Infinity Gems, these Infinity Stones.
So that means in the Infinity Wars we may actually see Peter Quill then.
That's
maybe a possibility of that universe coming into this Marvel universe as well.
Well, let's just say that the Russo brothers have confirmed that there's going to be 68 different characters in that movie.
Jeez.
So that's good guys, bad guys.
Infinity Wars?
In the Infinity Wars Part 1 and 2. So there's a possibility that we're going to see Jessica Jones, Daredevil, the Punisher. We're going to see Luke Cage, which is one of my personal favorite smaller Marvel people. And we're going to see a ton of bad guys, good guys. Maybe the Red Skull might come back. Hydra.
That'd be cool.
I'd want to see the Red Skull come back. He's short-lived. Maybe even Ultron. We might see Ultron come back.
That would be cool too.
Because we never actually saw Ultron die.
You're right.
And there's a possibility he might even make an appearance in Civil War itself. Because since he never really died and he lives through basically the internet, in the comic books, there is a animatronic Thor that ends up defeating he ends up defeating somebody very important. Sorry guys, I just had to fart. But
doesn't he beat Vision?
I think he does beat the Vision, and
I think you're talking about what's his name? It has an Ragnarok. right?
Ragnarok is going to be in the next.
Because he's Thor, but he's a clone or like a drone of Thor, I guess, right?
He's like Ultron, that because Tony Stark made Thor because Thor said he's not coming back because of the fact of because he says he's got to rule Asgard. So maybe in Thor Ragnarok we're going to see the death of Odin. Who knows?
Odin might actually die, no. Odin was dead anyways in the second Thor. Remember, Loki took over.
That's right. He did kill him. So we already did see the death of Odin. I don't remember that one. I remember that when I watched it once. That was probably the only bad Marvel movie. Well, it wasn't bad, but it was one of the lower end Marvel movies that nobody really saw. Did you guys see Thor: The Dark World?
No.
I did. Yeah, I saw it once, and it was after it came out on DVD. So
I don't know. I think the best scene in that whole movie though was when Thor went to go get Loki from the prison, and at first you saw Loki just kind of standing there like usual. But then Thor was like, okay, cut the crap, Loki. And you just see Loki, like, he was beaten up and he was just, because after he found out that his mother was dead, that it just completely tore him apart. It showed a very human side of Loki compared to what you've seen in past movies with Loki.
Yeah.
I think that was the most awesome and most surreal scene in that movie, and you get to see a lot of Loki. I think a lot of different sides of Loki, where even though he absolutely hates Thor, but they're still brothers. They still love each other to the point where they will help each other out, even though they're not the same people, the same type of people. And I thought it was a decent movie, and it was a solid movie, I thought. So,
you stopped talking there for a second.
I know you guys all like looked at me. I'm like, what are you doing?
You know exactly
What's your shirt say?
It says tacos.
Tacos.
I've got that shirt myself.
There's a girl who's watching tonight who is texting me, and she says, I like your shirt, Garrett. So, whoops. Hannah, this is for you. She likes your shirt.
Hannah. Sorry,
to Hannah out the Hannah, yes.
And also, guys, just remember, like, earlier this week, it was International Women's Day, so just remember that from Deadpool.
At least you learned something. Right? At least you learned something.
I guess.
I know this much. My mom has been wanting to get this out of the way. She's got pictures that she wants to see. I have pictures!
And finally, I get to do my job.
Hey, hold on. Let's wait till the main segment when we get to Batman, okay?
We will.
We can show off our own little Batman, okay?
Yeah. Okay, Robin.
I got two Batmans.
Calm down, Robin. I know you're jelly.
Tristan, right. If you can hear this, come on down for a minute.
Do we really need Tristan down here?
I want to show him off. He's my son. With you.
Okay. Anyways, Garrett, you want to talk about the Zack Snyder Batman thing?
Okay, so I saw this on one of my websites that I look on, and actually it's not that he wanted Zack Snyder, who's the director of the new Batman versus Superman movie. At first I thought he said he wanted Christian Bale for Batman versus Superman, but actually he wanted him. He didn't want him in the say because the Christian Bale Batman actually is in a completely different universe compared to Batman versus Superman, and so he said he wouldn't want him to play Batman, but he said maybe he could play someone else in the movie, but in a sense really in a roundabout way he was just saying no, that won't work. It's completely different, unique to different indifferent to the Christian Bale type Batman. And I mean, that's what I thought. At first I read it, I thought he's wanting Christian Bale for him, but I guess actually I misread it. I apologize for that. But like I said, he was just wanting to he was just kind of, I guess, joking around saying that he wanted Christian Bale as the Batman. So next up, in our lineup here. We're gonna go do some trailer breakdowns.
Are we really going to do our trailer breakdowns? We can't.
Well,
really...
let's just talk about them
We can talk about them.
Even though we can't show you guys what the trailers are because technically, sadly, we do not have Golem with us.
It's
at this moment.
Igor.
Not Igor. You keep calling him Igor. But Golem, we don't have Golem with us right now. But first up is Game of Thrones. The trailer finally came out for it. We don't have just a teaser now. We have a trailer, which I think is awesome. And in a sense, it leaves you wanting more because in this season, anything goes. I know in past seasons, it's pretty much if it's your favorite character.
She gone. Garrett, come back. Garrett.
There is no book or anything like that. Okay, so it's it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with this. I know in the trailer, if you guys haven't seen it yet, you go check it out on YouTube or whatever. But you see Arya getting punched or something like that. So I think she's maybe starting to do her training to be an assassin, which I think this is when she truly starts to become an assassin for it. I don't know. It's just there's a lot of stuff in there that you guys need to see and watch on the trailer itself. And what do you think, Trent, on it? Anything you want to add to it?
The trailer itself?
Yeah, just on thoughts on the Game of Thrones there.
The thoughts on the Game of Thrones trailer was, I think the biggest thing that stood out to me was it Stannis Baratheon who was holding?
No, that's not Stannis. That is the Onion Knight. I can't remember his name for the life of me at this moment.
Right.
Remember, Stannis Baratheon was killed by.
That's right, by the Red Witch.
No.
By Gwendolyn.
Brianna Tart. Yeah, there we go. We got it.
We usually think right around the same time too.
We got it, Trent. Anyways,
all right.
The Onion Knight, which I can't remember his name, but he grabs Jon Snow's sword and says, "I'm not usually a fighter," and then he opens it and there's people around him. So I wonder if he's trying to stop them from taking maybe Jon Snow's body. Maybe that's a good theory. I think
there's a possibility that might be the case. Guys,
or maybe he's trying to stop everyone from interrupting the Red Witch, or I can't remember her name, but stop everyone from doing whatever she needs to do to make Jon Snow maybe come back to life, maybe. So that's going to be interesting on that part.
Well, with her knowing that Jon Snow has King's blood, she's going to get after him as fast as she can. That's for sure. Yeah.
And is that all you got to say about that?
No. I think the biggest part that stood out to me was him bringing that sword out because that is Jon Snow's sword. So why does he have it? Did they burn Jon Snow? I mean, they said that he's coming back, no, they said that Jon Snow is dead, but we've seen in all the trailers that he's still there. So is he somebody new? Is he somebody different? What's going to go on? Spoilers if you haven't caught up to Game of Thrones yet. Sorry, Nana. I know that you haven't caught up yet. She'll I know that by the time that if you're really far behind, then you'll probably forget by the time you catch up. Hopefully. Anyways, but spoilers for Game of Thrones if you haven't seen it yet. If you haven't caught up to us, I know that a lot of people get really violent if you spoil Game of Thrones for them.
You also see Sansa though. You see that she's alive. Now it looks like she's still in the north, but I don't know where. You don't know where like that. Maybe she's going up to the wall, maybe to see her brother. Maybe.
I don't think she's going up to the wall. I think she's going where the Boltons are, where they are all at.
They're in Winterfell.
Well, no, where they're actually supposed to be at, and that where the bridge is at. I forgot the name. Because you do see a guy who is burning upside down and mutilated. That's the word I was looking for, guys. But anyways, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the main segment because we're spending too much time on this. So,
no, we're not. We're doing pretty good.
All right. Well, Garrett, if you want to, well,
do you want to talk a little bit more on the Civil War trailer, though? I know we talked about Spider-Man, but talk more about a little bit more on it.
What else should we talk about?
Well, how about Black Panther?
Oh yeah,
You see a little bit more of him. You see a little more action from him.
We see. Okay, so in the very beginning of that trailer, you see Chadwick Boseman, the guy who plays Black Panther. He's in tears and he's in a bunch of rubble and ash. And before that, you see a building being destroyed, which is possibly like a UN building or something like that. And what I think is happening is he's mourning over his father, T'Chaka, the original ruler of Wakanda. And I think they were trying to make a way to come together about the superhero stuff, because a lot of the stuff that happened in the last Avengers was near Wakanda or in Wakanda. And so they're coming in to put a stop to they're probably coming in to help support the Superhero Registration Act so that superheroes have, a little bit of reprimand for their actions. And you saw in that trailer too the amount of death that happened and how much it ended up costing that government, or ended up costing our government in
Could you
money.
imagine there's like in New York, there's just like a overworked insurance worker.
My fingers, that hurt so bad.
I mean, just an overworked, an underpaid, insurance worker, just constantly working because all the damage that the Avengers have done.
I hate the Avengers so much.
He
Like that
becomes
insurance worker, not any nerd out there. I don't want you guys to think that I hate the Avengers.
You better not.
But anyways, that he's crying and also you see him getting shot by I'm assuming it's a shield hover thing, and he's getting shot at, and it's just the bullets are bouncing off of him because his suit is actually made out of vibranium, which is the same substance that Cap's shield is made out of.
As well as Vision as well.
And Vision, yeah. So Vision and Cap's shield, and that's what his whole entire suit is made out of. So are the claws that he has on his fingers. Those are sharpened vibranium. So whenever you see him jump and like swipe at the Winter Soldier's motorcycle,
it's like Wolverine. It's like Wolverine cutting through it. I mean, it's
no, even worse than Wolverine, because Wolverine's claws are made out of adamantium, and adamantium is weaker than vibranium. So just a little nerdgasm there. Anyways, that's just gonna cut through it like a knife through hot butter, and that the reason why the Black Panther is on Iron Man's side is because of all the stuff that the Winter Soldier did in Wakanda. And he's also he's probably blaming the Winter Soldier for his father's death, because he thinks that the Winter Soldier was probably the guy who bombed that UN building at the very beginning of the trailer. Whoops.
Good job.
And so seeing all that unravel and all the big things that you saw in that trailer are just, it gets me more amped for that movie. And plus Spider-Man coming in. That's
also,
cool.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Also a little bit more like on Spider-Man. I don't know if you could get a close up of like, if you stop at a certain point, you can see like cartridges or whatever on his belt for his webs, because that's what I liked about the Spider-Man before this newer Spider-Man came out, that it wasn't like an organic spider webs. It was actually mechanical spider webs, which is more closely based to the comic books. And as you could tell too on the picture, when he's like in his little like superhero stance or whatever, you can see it's like wristbands almost on his one wrist, which is pretty much indicating that it's going to be like a mechanical spider webs instead of organic. Also, I like too that they went more towards the comic book type for his costume. If you could tell, I mean, it's a lot smaller insignia or logo on his chest, which that's how in the comic books, the early comic books were, as well on his back. It's not the spider, the spider with the big long legs, something like that, like in the previous Spider-Mans. And so I'm actually really excited about this new Spider-Man. I can't wait to see what they do when he comes out with his own movie. So I'm excited to see what they do with this.
Yeah, I mean, I am so excited. This Spider-Man is definitely something big, and
which it's Gerald Garfield, right? Who plays the other one? Who plays the previous one? Andrew Garfield. Yeah. Which I like him a lot better. He's definitely more. He's kind of the build for Spider-Man. Someone stepped on something.
What happened is our headphones all came out, so
all of them at once.
It muted everything.
Because of her.
Yeah, the Andrew Garfield one, I think I enjoyed a lot, and I can't wait to see what comes out of this new Spider-Man. So, anyways, if you guys have not seen the new trailer, you need to go see it, guys. It is amazing. I definitely smile every time I see Iron Man, queuing in Spider-Man to come in, and he steals Captain America's shield and says, "Hey guys," and I can't help to smile, and I absolutely cannot wait for this movie to come out. So now what you all been waiting for is our main segment, which we're going to be talking about Batman versus Superman, guys.
More like what my mom has been waiting for, because she's got pictures.
Yes.
She's been over here.
All right, before we start, Trish is going to show you some pictures of Trenton and his adorable little
and my
suits.
little brother. Okay.
But
and I also
Trenton.
have a surprise one too, which I've showed you already, and you've approved.
That's true.
All right, so Tabby, if you want to get closer.
So my lovely assistant Tabitha, we have to go up there to the camera.
Oh, we're up here?
Yeah, I think so.
No, isn't it here?
It's that one right there. That one's not
This one?
working.
Okay.
That one?
I changed it.
Oh, so can you see that? Okay, that is Trenton, about 2 years old. See, I grew up with a bunch of Batmans. Since Trenton was just a little bitty old thing, Trenton every Halloween, and that's all he was. Every single at birthday parties, and not just him. Little Britches over here too, Tristan. So go ahead and show the next one. This is a little picture of Trent. This is a picture of Trenton because he's always had to have something Batman on. The one with this Batman. No, the other one. Yeah. And then back it up. There we go. Yeah, that's Trenton. He's about 5.5 years old there. Yeah. All right. And now then, just to show you how long we have these Batman outfits, Trenton and Tristan are 7.5 years apart. Okay. 7.5 years, believe that or not. This right here, to show this, is Tristan when he was about the same age as Trenton. Now that little mask that you see right there and the little car right there was Trenton's when he was little too. That mask is a little bit mutilated there. But I couldn't get it off of him when he was a young child, or Trenton for that matter too. There's another one. This is a little bit closer up, but did you notice the house shoes in there? Yeah, Batman.
I wonder which movie is that from for that one, Batman?
The car, I think, was in the Forever one. I'm not real for sure.
I don't think so.
Which one was it, Tristan? You can take that down now.
Hi, Bobby, whenever you watch. Hi.
So, anyways, these are their thing here. They're going to be talking about Batman versus Superman, and I just wanted to put a little shout out there that I raised my Batman. Period. Every Halloween, every birthday party, you name it, They were Batman, both of them. And anybody out there who knows my boys knows I'm speaking the truth. They went to school and Batman stuff. Even Mandy over here is like yelling, yeah.
Trent, are you
now I
little too short to be Batman?
Are you what?
Are you a little too short to be Batman?
No. He was a perfect little Batman.
It's not the size. It's how you do it.
So I brought Tristan down here just so I could put my two Batmans together so you guys can see I'm in between them. These are my two Batmans. Now I have another little thing. Trent and Garrett were like the best buddies since I can remember, like knee-high to grasshopper kind of thing, And I have a picture here of the Trenton and Tristan out at Silver City. Not Trenton and Tristan, I'm sorry, Garrett and Trenton out at Silver City. Go ahead, Tabby. This is them out at Silver City, and they were probably about, I'm going to say, 8 or 9 years old in this picture. Just the way I needed them, getting hung, or whatever it is that they're doing there. Stuck in
gallows.
The gallows. Thank you for the word. I needed that. So I promised my son. Okay, we're done. I promised my son that I was going to embarrass him tonight.
Nah, you can't embarrass me.
He did not.
Hey, Trent, just remember, you've always been older, but I've always been taller.
That's cute. I remember when I had my first beer.
And stronger. You're also stronger than him, probably.
And nobody needs to know that. Anyway, so
You even said it.
now it's time for I did say that last week during the Smack Talk. I remember that. We never did actually have a winner. So guys, if you haven't watched Critically Awesome
I got one more.
TV Deathmatch, be sure to put in the comments below, because we are watching this live. Make sure that you vote # Team Trent, because you know that a vote for Team Trent is a vote for America. Everybody knows that.
America.
No.
Or is it Captain America?
We're doing Marvel and DC tonight, so that we're not showing favoritism to one side. So.
I want to throw one more thing in there.
Honest,
You guys are
I'm all around both, so I like both of them. I don't have one can do better than the other. One has really good TV shows. One has really good movies.
They both have good TV shows, I think. But
I think DC does better with TV shows wise, but I like the Marvel TV shows coming out now. But Marvel definitely beats DC right now with the movies.
That's true, actually. I will agree with that.
Okay, Mom, what do you have to put in?
Oh, Mandy says she agrees with all that stuff. But now then, we had a question a while ago about the car. It was from Batman and Robin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't from Batman.
My little tech back here looked it up.
Batman and Robin, the one with bat nipples, guys. Just in case.
Bat nipples.
Is it George Clooney, right?
Bat nipples.
That nips.
His outfit had nipples.
His outfit.
Okay, so what is it about?
That's George Clooney's Batman,
George
right?
Clooney.
that
Oh,
makes sense.
And that's Tim Burton's one, right? That's
he is
Tim
cute.
Burton,
There's no
right?
doubt about that.
So, but if you would have put bat nipples on Batgirl, it would have just been bad.
I think George Clooney actually made a really good old Batman. It just was a bad movie. I think he made a pretty good an older Batman. I know Trent's being quiet because he's not agreeing with me.
That's Tiffany's favorite, so I'm just going to keep my
What
mouth
was
shut.
your favorite Batman?
Who was mine?
Yeah, who played your favorite
Yeah,
Batman?
let's do that. Since we're talking about Batman,
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Let's
Let's
start
start
with
this
your
off with
favorite
that.
Batman. Tell us in the comments below while we are discussing all of our favorite Batman.
Tweet at us.
Or tweet at us, #critically awesome. Don't forget. So we're going to start down here with Tabby. Who is your favorite Batman?
It was Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis?
Willis? I didn't know he was.
He's not Batman.
He wasn't Batman?
No.
Well, then.
George Clooney was. We've got Val Kilmer. We've got Adam
That's
West.
the one you
That's
like, Val
the one.
Kilmer, because you were like,
Right.
you know,
Sorry.
you remember the Top
That's
Gun, Val
why I
Kilmer?
didn't
Yeah,
get
that one.
confused, but I don't know why I said Bruce Willis.
Okay, why was Val Kilmer your favorite Batman? Just because he was
Do
sexy?
you really have to ask that
Do I really have
question?
Val more like hunk more. Yeah.
He's actually one of my favorite actors all around. I really like him in a lot of his movies that he does. So that's
See,
why.
there's Val Kilmer. Who else?
Val
George
Kilmer,
Clooney.
George
Michael
Clooney.
Keaton.
There's Michael Keaton. There's Christian Bale. There's
Oh
did I
yeah.
say Adam West already?
I know, Adam.
Okay.
That's yours probably, huh? No, no.
And now there's Ben Affleck.
Who was it?
So, Ben Affleck.
Kristen Bell.
That's
Christian
Nana's favorite.
Nana's is Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Do you have a reason why you like Christian Bale so much? What made his movies better? Okay, that's good.
Christian Bale is the one that played in The Dark Knight Rises,
Yeah,
right?
the
Yeah.
name
he's-
is-
Yes.
All right, so he's your favorite.
Yeah,
Is
he's
there any
my
other reasons?
I just like the way he portrayed Batman and his voice. Like, I just thought he had a really nice voice.
You mean the one that everybody makes fun of?
Yes.
Bring her the trash, Kobe.
Swear to me!
Really? I feel like I just lost my voice.
That's the only reason why I'm talking like this.
Yes, because it's sexy.
All right, Mom, we'll go with you because I know that Garrett and I are going to take a little bit of time on who our favorite Batman is. We're going to get a little bit more in depth. I think Garrett is anyways. I know that I will be. Who is your favorite Batman?
Well, that's really tough because growing up, I've watched them all. I wonder why.
Sorry.
I mean,
We still watch
sorry,
them.
Really, we own every one of the Batman movies. So,
Hi, Melissa. Collins.
Melissa Collins, yeah. Tell us which one you're Batman.
And Finnicle. Hi, Melissa Finnicle. Hopefully you're watching this. If not,
Hey,
then
it's
I'm gonna
not
text you and tell you
Finnicle,
are.
by the way.
Oh my gosh. I mean, Talon. Talon? Talon?
Oh yeah, we forgot she got
Talon?
married.
Talon.
I still don't know how to say your last name. Sorry. I'm terrible with names.
Talon, isn't it? Or
Talon,
Talon?
I think.
Talon.
Talon.
It's
I think
like
it's
when
Talon.
sometimes when I call
Talon.
Tiffany Jones by accident sometimes.
How dare you call her Tiffany Jones? She's been married for almost 5 years.
Yes, but I've known her as Tiffany Jones longer than I've known her as Tiffany Davis. Thank you very much.
You
You're very
guys,
much welcome.
you guys aren't commenting. I've got live feed going on right now. Who's your favorite Batman? We've got at least 4 people watching.
Hey, 4 guys, come on.
Hey.
Anyways, all right. So, Mom, who is yours?
Yeah, that's like I was saying. This is really a really tough one. Val Kilmer, as far as going as looks, but I really like the Batman, the Michael Keaton ones. The movies, I really like those. Those are the ones you actually watched the most of.
No. I like the Batmobile and Batman and Robin. No,
Yeah.
Batman Forever. Batman Forever. That's my favorite.
And that one was,
Batmobile. That's the one that glowed blue.
yeah, that was a really cool car. I have to agree with you on that. But my friend Melissa says, of course, Val Kilmer. So there you go, Melissa. I'll put that one out there for you. Anybody else? Oh, Jennifer Vroom
Michael
says
Keaton.
Michael Keaton. I do agree with Michael. I like his action, but he wasn't as hot as
You're
Val
killing
Kilmer.
everybody with this.
I'm
sound.
killing
You're-
myself.
You're yelling into the microphone.
Well, let's
right
just
now.
stay alive.
Like,
through
she's
this.
getting excited, okay?
I
When she talks
am
about Val
very
Kilmer,
excited. I've been waiting for this
We're
part
talking
all
about
night.
Batman. How can you not be excited about Batman?
Exactly. I gotta say it. My favorite Batman, right here. These 2 boys.
All right, so
these
my
are my
have
boys.
2 favorite Batmans? That doesn't work.
Actually, yeah, you can. I mean, I'm going to be saying 2 different Batmans,
Really?
but there's just a reason. Anyways, Kirsten, who's your favorite Batman?
I'm gonna have to go with Christian Bale.
Okay.
You think he's sexy too?
That's exactly it. Look at that. He turned red. How cute.
What is up, baby? Oh.
All right, so why do you like Christian Bale so much?
Uh,
Other than his abs.
I just like, how he had the high-tech gadgets and stuff and of course, the tumbler. You can't
Oh,
have
his
a
car.
tumbler. And
That
also-
website is pretty cool.
the Bat Tumbler.
There's a back over there where you can get in and talk about everything. And
It's the website that people
it's the website, not the car. This isn't a car.
the website I deserve, but not the one I need.
My mom always told me not to get into strange cars or cars with strange men. This isn't a car.
Unless you have candy, then you can get in.
Your Wi-Fi.
All right. All
It's free
right.
Wi-Fi.
So my favorite, but you just told us in the comments below that it was Michael Keaton.
That's
I
Keaton.
think that's it's Keaton.
Because you can see all the comments.
All right. So, anyways, my favorite is Val Kilmer. Also, he's top notch, and the reasoning why it's Val
Because he's
Kilmer
hot.
is because 1, he's a hunk, but 2,
Oh, really?
that's a different story.
Really, son? Do we need to have a talk?
No,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we don't need to have a talk. I have 2 girls. Anyways,
Well,
Good cover.
anyways,
Nice cover up.
Anyways, the reason why Val Kilmer is my favorite Batman is because he portrayed Bruce Wayne really well. He portrayed Bruce Wayne and portrayed Batman very well. You couldn't tell a difference between, or you could tell a difference between the characters. A lot of people said that they didn't like Val Kilmer because of the way that he acted. as Bruce Wayne, that he was very laggy and drawn out and just looked like he was tired all the time. That's the way Bruce Wayne normally acts, because he fights crime all night long, and he has maybe a few hours to sleep throughout the day. Christian Bale did the same thing in The Dark Knight Rises, I believe. He fell asleep in a board meeting that he was in. But other than that,
you don't see him a lot of like in the public though, and on Christian Bale's. You don't see him in public as much as you probably would in the Val Kilmer one.
And the reason why is because they were more portraying him as a playboy philanthropist all the time, and not as a business CEO type person. That's like Val Kilmer was. Because Val Kilmer, yes, he had a love interest in Nicole Kidman, which is another reason why that movie is really good. It's got Nicole Kidman in it.
Who is I can't remember who was the villains in the Val Kilmer one. Was that
that
was not Riddler, was it?
That was Riddler and Two-Face.
Two-Face. Oh.
Riddler and Two-Face.
And Penguin as well?
Penguin was not in that one.
Wait,
I
like
Penguin. Right? Rewind a second. I'm still getting over the fact that you said
Poison Ivy in it, because that's the one you like to watch
George
a lot
Clooney.
too. Yeah. You really like that Poison Ivy girl.
Well, it was Poison Ivy. She was
Yeah.
kind of cute. It was Uma Thurman.
Poison Ivy,
Can you blame me?
and
Uma Thurman is hot.
I'd like to have her powers.
Poison Ivy's powers over the men. That's true. I want those powers.
Have the
too.
pheromones. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know.
You're all in love.
Oh, I'm so beautiful. I don't know if
I can take off a gorilla costume and still make your boner
Maybe.
confused.
What?
Wait a
Hey,
minute.
I think he's got an extra watcher for because of that, Trenton.
You mentioned boners, and then there's an extra watcher. Nope, never mind. I said it, and I'm surprised they haven't.
One went away. No,
we still
seven.
have 7 still. All right, we still have
I want to
7.
know who those 7 are. Talk to me. I want to know who you are.
All right, so if you're just joining in, we're talking about our favorite Batman, and we want to know in the comments below who your favorite Batman is and why.
So Keaton says he likes.
But yeah, but another reason, another one of my favorite Batmans, and he's always been one of my favorite Batmans since I have been an adult, is my Adam West. Okay, he doesn't get very much credit. His Batman is goofy, of course, and you know it's
here's a TV show.
But you know, Christian Bale and all the other ones had to come in and say, "I'm Batman." Adam West didn't have to come in. He didn't have to say, "I'm Batman." He walked into the room and everyone knew who he was.
Yeah, because he had an outfit on.
There was actually an actor before Adam West.
There's 2 of them. I don't remember their names though.
Robert Lowry, and that was in 1949. Lowry, and then also Lewis G. Wilson, and that was in 1943.
Robert Lowry and Lewis G. Wilson.
Way back.
That was 1940s.
That was kind of before my time, guys. Sorry.
Are you sure?
Yeah, really, I am sure.
That's terrible. But anyways, so
time too.
yeah, if you have your favorite Batman, let me know. Put it in the comments below. Tell us who and why, and you'll get a no prize.
A note prize.
A no prize. That means you're not going to get anything. You'll just get we'll say your name on air.
Well,
Yeah.
We do got one here.
Speaking of that, Trenton.
Oh yeah, Garrett, go.
Speaking of that, so the little thing he said, no prize, is actually from a podcast that I listened to, but which is Oh My Geek Podcast, and they do an amazing job. It's 4 guys that have been in the they actually been like the movie industry quite a bit, and so they know a lot about movies and the production of movies. Anyways, in one of their podcasts, they gave a no prize, as Trenton said, or they a shout out essentially to me on Twitter, because I contacted one of the guys, which is Hash Brown, or Nick Black, or Hash Brown Nick as he goes by on the show. Anyways, he gave me a shout out, as well as he gave our podcast a shout out as well, which was awesome, because like I was on my way from work and I was listening to the show, which sadly they did this about a week or 2 ago, right the week after the Super Bowl, which I'm just currently catching up to the episodes, the recent episodes. And so I was listening to this podcast as I was driving home from work, and I hear my name for my Twitter handle, and then they say our podcast name, Critically Awesome, and
they
I
had the hardest
flipped.
time saying your name. The Fester.
Yeah, the
I think
Fest,
that's what it was.
yeah, and like I'm like, oh my god. And I tried calling Trenton, but sadly he was working. But I
Dude called
shared
me
him
like
in-
7 times, and I was waiting on a 17 top. I couldn't just drop everything. Hello, Garrett. How's it going?
So I shared the episode with Trenton and everything like that, and it was just awesome that. And these people are from California. Okay, this is where their podcast. They do their podcast in a comic book store, which is pretty cool in itself, I think. But anyways, they gave us a shout out, and definitely I wanted to also give a shout out to you guys as well, the guys at the Oh My Geek podcast. Thank you guys for just talking about Critically Awesome.
Yes, thank you guys at Oh My Geek. Since you guys gave us a shout out, we'll be sure to give you guys a shout out. Thank you guys so much
Yes, definitely.
for that shout out. It has gotten us a few more subscribers, which is pretty cool. So yeah, back to our main segment.
I need to give my favorite Batmans.
Yes, Garrett. Back to our main segment. Let's get with the program, Garrett. Who is your favorite Batman and why?
Well, I agree with you, Trenton, with the Val Kilmer one. I think he was my favorite out of the older Batmans. I like Christian Bale's Batman though too, because he's more of the martial arts era of Batman. He's not necessarily all like techs and gadgets. And the older Batmans, he's more. He has all his little gadgets and stuff, but he's more martial arts, which that's what I'm kind of actually excited about, which is segueing into our main segment here, which is Batman versus Superman with Ben Affleck, which at first I was very skeptical about it, which I'm sure Trenton was as well, if I remember correctly, with Ben Affleck being Batman. But as you guys saw in the trailer for Batman versus Superman, I mean, it's like it's like the combo Batman. I mean, he does a lot of martial arts stuff that's really cool, and so I think my favorite is Val Kilmer and Christian Bale. That's probably my two favorite Batmans. Trenton, get off your phone.
Hey, I was looking up something that we're going to be continuing. We lost a viewer.
Because you're on the phone, Trenton.
No, I'm going to blame it because we weren't talking about inappropriate things. Anyways, all right. There have been several Supermen throughout the years too. Should we go ahead and say who our favorite Superman is, Garrett? What do you think?
I don't know, because to be honest, I never really got into Superman.
How can you not get into Superman?
Not until the most recent one, really, to be honest. Because for one, the Supermans in like the 80s or 70s, they kind of sucked.
1978, 1993, 2001, 2006, 2013.
Besides
and
maybe
1948 and 51.
I don't, because I guess because the Supermans, they're very scattered on their story.
They can't keep a story, that's for sure. They don't know how to portray Superman the right way, except for Henry Cavill. So if you don't think Henry Cavill is the best Superman, besides maybe Christopher Reeve or maybe the guy from Smallville, I forgot his name.
Dean Cain.
Dean Cain. Thank you, man.
Hot one. Yes.
Thank you. Then those are some of the best Supermen that I can think of. I really like Henry Cavill. He just looks like He's got that Superman look. He's got the curl down. He's got that square jaw.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, he's
the newest Superman.
He has that really good look of Superman. Definitely.
He just spot. I mean, I tried watching The Man from U.N.C.L.E. and I couldn't finish it because it was a terrible movie for one, and for two, it wasn't that bad. I was kind of at work, so I couldn't really watch it and stay focused on it. But every time I looked at Henry Cavill, all I could think of was that's Superman, and then Arnie Hammer over there, that's the Lone Ranger. What are they doing in the same movie together? I can't.
Like the Lone Ranger for the new one, the new Lone Ranger.
Yeah, the new Lone Ranger.
I've never seen that.
it's okay. It's got Johnny Depp in it, and it's it's a movie. It's out there. Johnny
That's
Depp.
the only reason I would watch it is because of Johnny Depp.
But anyway, so if you want to tell us who your favorite Superman is, go ahead, tell us in the comments below. Mine's Henry Cavill. If you guys have your favorite Superman, just let us know.
It's the
Christopher Reeve.
Christopher Reeve.
To me, he's the Superman.
Yeah.
On the big screen, but
Yeah.
on TV, I really like the Dean Cain. He did a good job too.
I haven't really watched the ones on TV, but
That's
the one I grew
called?
up with. As far as,
Smallville.
yeah.
You watch, yeah.
Well, as far as on the movie theater, it was Christopher Reeve. That's who I grew up with.
I agree with.
Then there was one with
Superman.
Brandon Roth. He was all right as Superman. Right now, he's playing the Atom on Legends of Tomorrow, or he's also on Arrow too as the same guy. But you know,
He was? I didn't know he played Superman.
yeah, he was Superman in Superman Returns, and that's when Kevin Spacey was Lex Luthor. That was the best Lex Luthor, I think.
Yeah, true. That's an older Lex Luthor though. That's what they're trying to go with this one. I think with the new Batman versus Superman movie here, I think they're trying to go for a younger Lex Luthor. Before which if you also kind of follow like the cartoons as well, like he dies from kryptonite
Cancer.
poisoning.
Yeah, cancer caused from kryptonite. But what has been theorized is that old Lex Luthor died from that cancer, and that Jesse Eisenberg is his son, and he's stepping in.
I've heard that as well. I've heard that he maybe Lex Luthor Jr.
Yeah, that it might be Lex Luthor Jr. since he's got his hair, and then he ends up losing it because he's just batshit crazy. I mean, there's no other word to really think about for that. And he ends up creating Doomsday, and out of what was his name's body, Zod's body. So I'm really interested to see that part of the movie. I am so. I think the coolest part for me in the entire trailer. I don't know if you guys have seen the Batman v Superman trailer.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I
did.
have.
Okay.
Looks
So
bomb. And Superwoman.
you mean
Wonder Woman.
Sorry.
Wonder Woman.
Superwoman is in
Yeah.
Supergirl.
Wonder Woman is me. So go ahead.
Wonder Woman. Excuse me. She looks hot as hell.
Yeah, she's definitely a very good looking
She
actress.
looks bomb.
I like her outfit. A lot of people don't like her outfit because people are like, oh, well, it's not the red, white, and blue. But you got to think it's DC. They're more of a dark, gritty tone right now. It looks great for the universe that they have it in. I mean, if Superman's going to be snapping necks, why not just have Wonder Woman have a different dark,
A little
gritty?
bit darker. Wait,
that
can
didn't
I
like that
ask
either.
you a question?
Can I answer you a question?
Sure, I would like that.
Go ahead.
Who do you think's gonna win?
Well,
Batman or Superman?
we'll get into that here. Here, plug yourself in so you can hear Garrett too.
Oh.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Plug
Jeez, man.
in.
Can you believe
I have
she's-
important things
She's
to
over
say
here
as
trying
well.
to get a part of the podcast, and she's like, "Well, I'm just gonna be like, whatever."
Yeah.
I don't need
I
this.
don't.
But
I don't need to
we'll
hear what
get
Garrett
into it here in a
says.
little bit on who you think is gonna win. So in the comments below, since it takes a little bit to get in there, who do you think is gonna win, Batman or Superman? After we get on with the reactions from the trailers, we'll go ahead and discuss who we think is gonna win.
Speaking on with Wonder Woman though too, she has a freaking kick-ass battle cry.
I'm really
Can you do it for me, Garrett?
yeah. How's it go, Garrett?
How's it go, Garrett?
Garrett, come on, Garrett.
Come on, Garrett.
Come on.
I want to see it. Come on, Garrett. I don't know what it is.
No,
Right?
because she'll beat me at it.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
You do it.
I don't even know what you're talking about. How's that battle cry go? I didn't hear it.
Exactly.
Come on,
I didn't
Garrett.
hear it. Come on, Garrett.
I bet you look great in spandex too, huh?
That's not a lie.
And we're keeping you up on the screen,
Waiting
until,
for
until
you.
you do it.
Come on,
it's not
Garrett.
switching back and forth. We're having to switch it manually.
No. See. Keegan says right. I'm not Wonder Woman, so I'm not gonna do it.
It's
No,
not
I'm
switching.
not Wonder Woman. That's what he said.
Do it.
No. He is pointing to me.
Just do it.
No, Shia LaBeouf, really? Anyways, let's continue with this.
Hey, we talk about movies and TV here, so do it. Do it.
No.
All right. enough of that. Enough of the Emperor Palpatine. Do it.
Do it.
And but yeah, so our reaction to Wonder Woman. What did you think about Wonder Woman, Tabby?
Well, as far as you're talking about the new movie or just
Yes,
whatever?
the new Wonder Woman, because the main segment is about Batman v Superman, so we're gonna talk about a lot of the big things that are in the movie. So Wonder Woman is a big thing in there. So
Well, that's good to know. I'll be definitely watching this show.
So in other words, you didn't know
She
Wonder
doesn't
Woman's going to be in
I
it.
have absolutely no idea because the only thing I've really seen about it is Batman and Superman.
Yeah.
And it being this big versus thing.
Okay.
So,
Versus.
you know, I didn't really know that Wonder Woman was in it, but she is actually from childhood.
Yes.
One of mine. And when I had the
Linda
underoos
Carter,
and
of
everything.
course, yeah.
Yeah. To go with Wonder Woman. So
The Underoos, yeah, I remember having
yeah.
those too, yeah.
So that actually
Little shout out to the Underoos.
okay, I just want to say I am not much of a comic fan at all, and I do not keep up. So I don't want to sound kind of
you're fine.
ignorant in this, but you know,
We're actually that's why we invited you on here, because it's good to have an outside perspective.
right. So that actually made me interested that Wonder Woman's actually going to be in it. So I am very interested now to actually see the show.
First woman to be on the big screen in a superhero film.
Yeah,
So,
And it's a Wonder Woman.
it's a Wonder Woman.
What about Scarlet Witch or
oh yeah, Scarlet Witch. Well, first major
Black
superhero.
Widow?
Dang it.
You know who Black Widow is?
Black Widow.
Well, she's gonna have her own. She's gonna be the first standalone movie.
She's hot.
That's true.
So, boom, first standalone Wonder Woman. And Wonder Woman is going to be coming out in 2017.
Ooh, now
So.
I'm interested in that.
And I'm playing
And it's
Wonder
going to be set
Woman.
in World War I.
Are you gonna be wearing spandex?
Where are the spandex? Better go on a
Trenton's face says it all.
It's a good thing, son. It's a good thing. You could be my Batman. Or shall we have little brother be your Batman?
And on the Wonder Woman news, Christopher Pine is going to be a love interest of Wonder Woman on
Really?
on the Wonder Woman movie. So yeah,
Who's
He was
gonna
in-
be Batman in this new one?
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
That's right.
Oh, so
Affleck.
what is your reaction to Wonder Woman? In the
Well,
from
I
the
told
trailer?
you she's kind of hot.
oh yeah,
Here's the thing. Here's the thing
okay,
about
go
that.
ahead.
I didn't get to see a whole lot of her during the trailer, which kind of upsets me in a way because I understand the movie was about Batman versus Superman, and but they kind of just like throw her in like, hey girl, hey, yeah. Like,
That's all a hot woman needs,
I know, but
a good woman.
I want to know what her role is.
Hot woman
Really,
needs
I
a
want to
hot woman.
see exactly what she gets to like. What is she? Not portray in the movie, but what is her meaning to be in the movie? Is it going to be?
Well, what I think, the reason
think
why
it's
they're not showing that is because they want to make it a surprise. They don't want to just give you everything.
Well, I
which
think
they
she
already
actually
have.
brings Superman and Batman together to fight a common enemy. I think that's what they'll. I think she'll bring them together. Is what the whole
To fight
thing is.
Doomsday or whatever else.
So
is
is that?
going
Are you just going off of what you think?
Yeah, well, what I think.
That's-
Also,
that's
just
a-
kind of like what the trailers show.
what
I
we're
mean, you
gathering.
see Batman versus Superman kind of fighting each other. Kind of fighting for dominance essentially, and then you see Wonder Woman pop in when Doomsday comes and tries to hit them both, and Wonder Woman saves
Batman.
them both. So I think she's kind of the focal point of it, to where they both come together and they become essentially almost the Justice League.
And probably in that, after Wonder Woman pops in and they have their big fight with Doomsday, we're going to see Aquaman show up. We're going to see the Flash from the Marvel or the cinematic universe, not the TV universe, because for some reason DC is not mixing them together. And we're getting our first look at Cyborg. So
yeah, with that though too, I think what's going to happen is that it's going to be like what we see in the trailer is going to be the first half of the movie, where Batman and Superman are like bickering at each other, trying to figure out if they're going to be friends or foes, right? And then once Doomsday comes into the picture, or whoever else, it's going to be the Justice League movie, because you're going to have Wonder Woman and possibly the Flash maybe come in a little bit more.
It's been confirmed the Flash and Cyborg are going to be in there.
And so, I mean, it's not, it may be more just a cameo for those two. It may be actually a couple, fighting scenes with them, and see what they actually can do. And I mean, it's gonna be an interesting way because I know from what I've heard that actually DC's putting a lot of weight on the shoulders of this movie. If this movie doesn't do as well as they think it should, they may actually possibly tank some of the movies coming out next year because they have yet to. They'll come out with a Wonder Woman movie, of course, because that one's pretty much almost done. But the movies that are coming out like later next year for like Aquaman, Cyborg, and The Flash, they may tank it, or they may tank it and hold it and put it in the cupboard somewhere for later use if this does not show up with if it does not get the ratings or the money they need for it. Like they're expecting almost $1 billion. They want $1 billion to like
revenue, box office.
Can't think of the word. In the box office, they're wanting to raise up $1 billion, which is quite a bit of money. But they're putting a lot of pressure on this movie to see if they'll even. Because if this movie doesn't do as well as they think, I think they may actually hold off on the other movies. Which is going to be a sad thing.
Cancel that Cyborg movie. I'm looking forward to that Cyborg
I know.
movie.
I'm hoping the Cyborg because they may actually start doing Teen Titans at that point then because he's with Teen Titans.
Not Teen Titans. No.
Teen Titans.
No.
All right, so Mom, what's your reaction to Wonder Woman?
To Wonder Woman?
Yeah, we're still on that.
Believe that or not.
Sorry.
Jesus, Garrett, getting us off topic.
I really like Wonder Woman being a part of this movie because I really like.
I was on topic, being off topic.
The idea of having a woman superhero in a show, because women are really starting to come out of their shows of these supercasts, and I don't know, there's a lot of strong women out there, and I think that really helps portray us women being stronger than what we really are, and it helps us, lifts us up some.
Gives us
inspiration to, I like the idea that they brought Wonder Woman into this.
Well, there was that TV show, what's it, Agent Carter, which is the love interest for Captain America. That was a TV show. It's totally based off of her as well.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that TV show.
I never watched that one.
It's a good one. You should definitely watch it.
Actually, it's pretty good.
But she probably should watch The Shield first, didn't she? Or should watch that, then watch The Shield?
Yes, you need to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. first. Though. Well, you don't have to, but
That's good.
It would help.
Highly recommended. I'm assuming.
It ties into the cinematic universe too. So all Marvel is doing it right. I think they got their TV and their movies, and they're combining them together. If you watch the TV, you'll get Easter eggs and little hints into the next movie that's coming out.
Okay,
like Daredevil.
I've got something here because. And I'm gonna sound dumb here. I know I am. And
don't worry.
Tabby probably don't even know either. But
sorry, Trent comes in all the time.
But I hear you guys talk about Easter eggs all the time, and then I go right to Easter, on that. But what the heck is?
It's like
what the heck is an Easter egg?
All right, so you know how whenever during Easter, it's kind of like tied into Easter.
Like
so
finding an egg.
Yeah, it's like finding little hints and little clues. Like for instance, in Daredevil, if you look in the back. Behind one of these guys' desks, you'll see a little newspaper clipping, and it shows one of the dead monsters from the Avengers movie.
It actually shows too, one of the newspaper clippings as well. He framed for it was like Manhattan destroyed or something like, or Midtown destroyed or something like that.
So it gives away things for another future show.
It allows you to connect. You can sit there and look for and say, "Oh my gosh, I know what that's from."
Like in Daredevil TV series.
Also, like what Disney does with their little Mickey Mouse series all over the place.
Mickey Mouse. That's
Hidden
basically,
Mickeys.
Since Disney owns Marvel, they do that too.
Hidden Mickeys. I had to throw that in there, guys.
And so, there's actually Star Wars Easter eggs in all of the Phase 2 Marvel movies.
What do they look like?
Well, they are whenever somebody gets their hand cut off, they always chop off the left hand of somebody.
Really?
Yeah. So that's
I'm pretty much a geek to Star Wars, but I didn't realize that. I really didn't know that.
It's something that I didn't even realize until somebody pointed it out. Hey, there's this Easter egg going out of all this Star Wars stuff where they. Is
that because is Walt Disney left-handed? Is that why?
I have no idea. It's
That'd be interesting they did that
first. So when they cut off Luke Skywalker's hand, and
was it? I thought it was right hand. I thought Luke did
one of the hands.
It was right-handed for Luke. I know that. and Anakin, because that was before.
Maybe it was right hand and not the left hand.
Maybe it was. You know, it was the military right.
Sorry, you're confused.
Military
Dazed and
left.
confused. Surrounded by all these women, I don't blame you.
Okay, there's room on the couch again.
I can breathe.
I know my belly takes us.
All right. All right.
Like,
Hi. Can you see my name? Yes, Top 10 Gamers. We can see your name. We are so glad that you're watching. If you have anything you need to say, just let us know.
What's your favorite Batman?
Yeah, who's your favorite Batman? Who's your favorite Superman?
And do you like Wonder Woman?
And do you like Wonder Woman? And tell us why. All right.
That's
man,
too much.
we are running really over on time.
Hey, it's all right. It's a good one though. I like this.
It is a good one. We got a lot of people. We got a lot of opinions that we need to get in there. So
Tristan, do you have what do you think about Wonder Woman? Yes.
Wonder Woman.
Besides she's hot. I know that.
That was about it.
That's about it. You like her uniform?
Of course.
Of course.
yeah, we already got your opinion on Wonder Woman, didn't we?
Yeah, I actually definitely I can't wait to see how she is in battle too. Because she's a warrior. So it's going to be interesting because she's probably one of the most well-trained warriors besides probably Batman. And so it's going to be interesting to see what they come up with that. So,
but yeah, so Top 10 Gamers said that we are amazing and that we, go subscribe to his channel, guys. Top 10 Gamers. He does Minecraft videos, and he also does like little tech videos.
Oh, we got a surprise
we got a
visitor.
little surprise. Hey, it's my daughter Ashley. She decided that she wanted to drop in and say hi.
Say hi.
So hi, Ashley.
Right there. Wave at that one.
Wave at that right there.
Hi.
All right. You want to go back to the room?
Do you like Wonder Woman too?
Yeah. Do you like Wonder Woman? What's
Do you
your
know who
favorite
Wonder
part?
Woman is?
Who
Who
is
is
Wonder
she?
Woman?
The girl that plays with Batman.
The girl
Oh,
that
Hell yeah.
Right. She's Batman's love interest in some parts, and looks like she's going to be Batman's love interest in this next movie too. So, but all right. So if you want to,
Hey, Ashley. I know
Oh,
she can't
Uncle
hear me.
Garrett says hi. Say hi, Uncle
Hi.
Garrett.
Hi, Uncle Garrett.
Hey, Ashley.
All right. We'll just have Ashley stay in with us. Why not?
She ain't hurt nothing.
Yeah. All right. Jennifer says hi, Princess Ashley.
Hi.
Oh, Jennifer sees you.
Trent, what do you think about Ben Affleck being Batman, though? Has it changed your mind since the beginning, since they announced Ben Affleck being Batman?
I never lost hope in Ben Affleck being Batman. I actually have big hopes for Ben Affleck. Ryan Reynolds did a bad job at Green Lantern. I actually think he did a really good job at Green Lantern. It's just that it was
It's a bad movie. Yeah, it's just a
poorly
horrible
written movie,
Yeah.
and the costume shouldn't have been CG. But Ben Affleck did a terrible job at Daredevil.
Yes, he did. Oh my
Okay.
god. I think it was just a
And-
horrible movie all itself. Anyways.
Yeah. It was pretty bad. But Ben Affleck is not going to have another bad movie. Whenever he sees something that he does wrong, he fixes it. And Ben Affleck is a good actor all around.
So he's actually had some pretty good movies. Like what's that one, Town or whatever? What's that one where it's like they're like not brothers but like really close friends that are like brothers, where they go and do heist and stuff. I can't remember. I think it's like Town or something. But it's a really good movie, and he does a really good job in it, I thought. I don't know. I at first I kind of wish they didn't do Ben Affleck as Batman because he's a really famous actor. And so, you kind of want someone who is either new up and coming or, who's not so, has a big name to it to where, like, okay, that's Batman, not Ben Affleck is Batman, where this is Batman, he's only Batman, And it's kind of one of those, I think he does, like you said, Trenton, I'm like all on board with this because, now he does all the trailers. He does an outstanding job with Batman so far as I can tell. I like the opening scene for the trailer where it's just like the first 20 seconds or so or 30 seconds is just like Batman kicking butt. It's just full on martial arts. Batman going at it. And it was kind of a funny line though, I thought, that Alfred said to said to Bruce about, you know, him saying, you know, like, well, I'm getting old and all that, you know, for lack of trying, you know. Could you imagine though if you saw a younger Batman of this version of Batman, like how quick he is now, and now imagine if he was a lot younger. I mean, that'd be insane.
I can see that. I mean, he's already defeated, and I read something today on why Batman is using guns and stuff now, because he's an older Batman. He's already defeated the Joker. The Joker killed Robin, all right, and we don't know if it's Dick Grayson or the other guy. I forgot his name. We don't know which Robin it is, and it could, if it's Dick Grayson, he could have, which is the one from the original Batman and Robin movies from Tim Burton. That's that Robin right there. If it is that one, then he could possibly have faked his death, and we could see him come back as Nightwing. And so, thinking,
Donald did Nightwing.
Chris
O'Donnell. Yeah, he was the Robin in that one, and he was Dick Grayson.
Chris O'Donnell. Okay.
Chris O'Donnell. Yeah, but so there's a possibility that we could see Nightwing come up, and we have seen Clint Eastwood's son, in Suicide Squad trailers. So maybe it's him. We don't know. There's been rumors flying around that Scott Eastwood could be Nightwing. I would like to see Scott Eastwood as Nightwing, because he's actually a pretty decent actor from some of the things that I've seen, and he's not bad looking for, you know, the ladies to look at. So
no, he looks exactly like Clint Eastwood. It's kind of scary. It's like Clint Eastwood reborn.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I know that the Joker killed Robin, and we see that in the trailer clearly. And so that's why he's more brooding. He's more angry. He's not going to care as much if somebody dies, or if what he's going to do. He's lost all sense of caring. He doesn't care if he kills anybody anymore. So that's why, you know, he's an older Batman, and he's just out to avenge everybody, and he makes the place safer.
Doesn't in the cartoons, one of the the darker cartoons, doesn't he actually kill Joker when he's an older Batman?
I believe so. I don't really know.
I remember watching that with you one time, I thought, where like he was like chasing him through a tunnel or whatever, and he just like, I think he breaks his neck or something. He does something. He just pushes him over the edge just one too many times, and he finally kills him.
It wouldn't surprise me. I don't quite remember, but I know that we're definitely running over on time. We're losing viewers like crazy. I saw that. Top 10 Gamers, we're talking about Batman v Superman. If you want, tell us who your favorite Batman is and why, who your favorite Superman is and why, and what you thought about
Batman.
Wonder Woman. I did say Batman, right?
No, you said Superman.
Superman and Batman.
Both.
Both. And so Garrett, I think we should wrap it up.
You think? Yeah, I think so too. This has definitely been a really good,
for about almost 2 hours. So
it's definitely been a good podcast, though, guys. It's we've had a good variety of opinions about what's coming up as far as Civil War and Batman versus Superman.
I should probably switch to him.
As well as you know, I mean, like Trent said, it's, I mean, a couple weeks we're going to be able to see Batman vs Superman, which is going to be awesome, because I want to go see it on Thursday night, which is even more awesome. I already got my tickets.
We're going to go see it on the big screen.
Nice. I want to see it on the big IMAX.
Yes, we're going to go see it on the big IMAX on the 25th. We're going to do it as a family.
Yeah, we're gonna go watch it. We're gonna go watch it on the IMAX, but not like the big one back at home.
Yeah, and they've got new lasers going through it all and everything. They've redone the whole thing, so it's gonna be really, 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 really cool. I cannot wait to go see this show on the big screen like that. It's gonna be like coming at me, like Wonder Woman's gonna be knocking them guys out, and Superman's gonna be flying through the air right past me. You know.
making Batman fly through buildings and stuff. But
Batman.
well, it's gonna be back and forth. So, final question of the night: who's gonna win, Batman or Superman?
Batman.
Why?
Why? Because I always felt that he was a stronger character, a stronger type Avenger type
Okay.
person.
This is DC now.
I say Batman too, because all Batman has to do is go get some kryptonite and Superman's down.
It's true.
Superman's down.
I say Batman because he's got the smarts and the training. Like he's mastered all skills of martial arts, and he knows weaknesses and stuff like that.
He's got the tool, the
Utility
cool
belt?
tool belt.
The tool belt.
And also, he has a chunk of kryptonite in his utility belt just in case Superman does turn.
And it's in a lead box so that it doesn't get cancer like Lex Luthor has.
Now,
I honestly think it's going to be a tie. And the reason why is because when Wonder Woman jumps in, she's going to stop the whole... Here, help me.
Oh, okay. That's right.
She's going to stop that.
She's going to show them how to fight.
And she's going to help them defeat Doomsday together. And so it's going to be a tie. Batman and Superman, they're going to end up being... One's going to end up winning for a while. The other one is going to be... And then Batman's going to be on top for a while. And, it's going to be back and forth. And then Wonder Woman's going to say, all right, enough is enough. We got things to take care of. We need to get this together. And then they're going to end up realizing that what they were fighting over is stupid. Batman does have a good reason to think that Superman is a bad guy. He's an alien from another planet who destroys an entire city. He's got an iron suit on that's made out of, maybe he has kryptonite in it. I don't know. If it does, then Superman wouldn't be able to fly with him. But Superman can probably end up fighting a resistance to kryptonite. He's done it recently in the comics to where Lex Luthor found a way to take the sun's power away from Superman, like blocking it out so he couldn't regenerate his power. So he ended up flying into a whole bunch of kryptonite thinking, all right, this is my last chance. And he actually got stronger by flying into all this kryptonite and finding out new powers and stuff. So after that, the only thing his only other weakness is magic. So, Superman is a very powerful character that everyone's watered down, and I can't stand that part because Superman is an amazing, and I can't believe I'm saying that Superman might actually beat Batman because I'm a Batman guy through and through.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Same.
Studying all this stuff and, really getting into it because I have nothing better to do with my life. Superman would beat Batman hands down because all he's got to do is just go and he's done because he ate garlic. But all he's got to do is and that's done.
Definitely. What was it you had today?
He could punch him through the earth to the other side of the world if he wanted to. But he's a Boy Scout and he's not going to do that. And he doesn't really want to kill people unless you're Zod and you're going to kill a family of 4 after you've killed, millions of other people in Metropolis. But that's a different topic. All right, Garrett, your turn.
Well, I think I'm in the same boat as you, Jordan. I don't think it's going to be one or the other who wins. I think they're going to find out that they're both fighting for the same cause and that they're going to be they need to team up to defeat this common enemy. So I don't think it's either one's going to win. I know there's been times where, Batman actually is the only one who's actually come close enough to actually beating Superman. So it's gonna be interesting how they portray that. Also, I don't know if this is gonna be a universe where kryptonite actually exists, because it
does exist. It's we see in one of the trailers, Lex Luthor is hovering over one, and you see a rock with glowing green stuff in it.
Really? Huh? Okay. Well. They have not actually said anything. That's just being observant. That could have been anything, really, but it could be kryptonite. Because they like on the other Superman movie, the past Superman movie, they really didn't specify anything with kryptonite, kryptonite like that. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they come up with on that part of it. Also, I definitely can't wait for almost the whole Justice League being in one spot.
I'm ready for that team up.
I actually loved that cartoon, the Justice League. I watched it all the time, And so I can't wait to see how they come out with this.
All right, guys, tell us what you think is going to happen in the comments below. We'll be sure to reply to them. We reply to all of our comments, guys. If we ever get comments, we will reply to them for sure. All right, well, we're going to close off this podcast tonight. We're going to close off with everyone telling them where you can find them at and what and everything. And then, yeah. So, Tabby, where can they find you at? Facebook and all this other stuff, but it doesn't matter. Tabby has her own YouTube channel, if you want to tell them a little bit about it.
Yes, I am Chef and a Half, and so I do recipes, or we cook.
We cook.
We
yes.
cook.
I actually got to experience that a little bit today, and
We made a video today, so
Yes.
be looking
So
for it
good.
because I'm in there.
Yes.
It's awesome.
So we've done several of them. We've had Dad on there. Now I've had my sister on there, and we do a lot of dinner parties through our church. So yes, we have a lot more coming up, and doing tributes to Grandma Redpath and things like that. So please check us out on Chef and a Half, and my daughter and I do that together.
Awesome. We are really looking for. We will definitely. We put a link in the description below. If you can't
Yes.
find it, I will put it in there again for sure. Mom, anywhere special where they can find you? Just Facebook.
Yeah, I'm
Trish.
just Mom. Or you can come to Wendy's and see me at Wendy's.
In
Branson. Yeah.
Okay, that's where we are right now. We're in Nebraska because Critically Awesome's on the road.
That's right.
All right, and we are so excited to be here. Tristan, where can they find you?
Really just Facebook and Snapchat if I ever get on it.
I got a Snapchat too, for that matter.
Oh yeah, cool.
Facebook, or Chef and a Half does have a chef Facebook page too.
Okay.
That
So
you can
be
go
looking for
to
it.
and see a bunch of different pictures and things like that too. And all of our videos that we post are on our Facebook page as well.
And we just made one today. I'm looking forward to seeing it, and I hope you see it too.
Yeah, there are pictures already posted on Chef and a Half's Facebook page for what happened tonight.
Don't forget the last
A few things, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, cool. Garrett, where can they find you?
Well, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as Snapchat. And as always, though, you can actually find that in the descriptions below. That tells you where you can find me at, as well as Trenton, as well as our the Critically Awesome. Make sure you can tweet us, guys. Let us know what you want us to talk about. That'd be great.
Don't break your things.
I know. The thing was coming off because I didn't wash it in the washer, but it was coming off. It's sad.
Oh,
I had
man.
to stop drinking from it. It was my favorite glass.
Yeah, I put mine up in my bottle collection because I have a whole bunch of Marvel or Avengers ones, and I'm a little sad that I can't drink from them either. But I drank from my Critically Awesome mug that my awesome wife made for me.
Which I can't wait to get it next weekend. Oh my god.
That's my daughter. All right. Anyways, guys, my name is Trent. I'm Critically Awesome. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Follow me on Snapchat because I am getting active on that again. I am going to be doing some Snapchat adventures again. So be looking for that. Garrett, go ahead and close this out with yours.
Garrett, what?
Critically Awesome.
Oh, well, okay, fine.
closing
I'm
out.
sorry.
We got
I'm Garrett, and I'm Critically Awesome.
You are.
and I'm Trent, and I'm Critically Awesome, and so is my family. And we will see you guys next week at 7 on Friday.
I'm critically awesome too.
Me too.
I'm not.
I'm
Yeah.
awesome.
You can't.
We're
see me,
all
but I-
awesome.
Critically awesome.
You can't see me, but I am.
All right, remember, guys, stay awesome. All
Ah,
right, let's
kiss.
do that all together. All right, guys, ready? And remember, guys, stay awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome, guys. All right, see ya.